Aries, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Aries energy, Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Wherever Aries placements may fall in your chart, you may not even be aware that you have Aries placements that are being triggered right now because you might not be an Aries sun, but this message is for you. That's why you've come to it. That's why you've called it to you, and it comes to you at just the right time. So this is where your message begins. And Aries, this is your opposite energy. This is Libra energy. And when we get this energy, when we get our opposition energy, it means that we need balance, or that there's balance coming into our lives. For certain, with this card, since it is all about peace, there is this sense of peace is coming into your life. This could also be Holy Spirit, blessed be, a blessing coming into your life. Certainly, if you've been in a tumultuous place, then peace coming and returning is going to absolutely be a blessing. Be peace. So it's like be peace. You be the peace itself, finding that harmony within yourself, finding that balance, finding that sense of connectivity. It could also be outside of yourself. So it could even be balance coming from partnership, since this is Libra energy. Libra represents our relationship, long-term relationship, sustained relationship with another person. Aries, of course, is the identity, the personal identity, doing it solo, going solo, taking initiative by yourself. This is that sense of you're not alone. You're not alone. And feeling not alone. And feeling maybe for the first time in a while that there's peace that's going on in your life. Now let's see how this applies and what's going on. Aries, remember, as I divide the deck, whatever card falls out, I'm gonna keep it where it lay because it's part of the reading. If you are looking for a personal message, I do provide those. Check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can book and schedule whatever works for you. You'll have your reading within 24 hours because I know that you need answers, and I get them to you very quickly. Aries, 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 Aries. If you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel and then ring that notification bell. And be sure to select all notifications so that you know when I go live. Because I go live here and I do free public tarot card readings. And if you want to participate in those, they usually happen on a Friday. Not every week, but they usually happen on Fridays. You'll need to have selected all notifications so that you will know and you'll get alerted by YouTube when I'm live. So I hope to see you there. If you're already a subscriber, you can also become a member and get access to members only live chats. I'm going to ring a bell. You're going to hear a little sound to cleanse the energy of the space. And then we're going to get into the rest of the reading. So we have in the past, see the big picture. And this is commitment to long-term stability. So what it's saying is something that you saw back then that you invested in back then, and that you committed to seeing the big picture, seeing out a few years, seeing what's going to be sustainable, what's going to last. There's just this energy. It's not about fortune telling. It's about, because this is Taurus energy, so it's actually 3D energy. It's not psychic energy. There's energy of, I planned for this, right? And now there's this sense of, because you planned for this, you have peace. Because you saw something in your future that you committed yourself to, there is now peace and tranquility. You don't have to deal with other crap. So some investment that you made, Taurus energies usually has to do with finances or value systems, tangible resources. Some investment that you made, you're now getting either good news about, or you now have peace of mind because it all happened. Maybe it wasn't even you. Maybe it was somebody planned it for you. Either way, there is peace of mind now. Or better yet, there could be resolution. So resolution of whatever you thought you were going to have to deal with for the next couple of years. This could also represent it's peace, clean slate, resolution to the situation. So let's get into what that could mean. We have take time out. So when brown bear shows up, you don't have a choice. You have to sit back and you have to trust the universe. Brown bear is there to cleanse and it is there to heal, but you can't. You don't control the situation once it enters the room. This is formidable energy, but it's saying stop, right? Throw your hands in the air. Don't try to fight. Take some space. The universe is clearing this out for you, or you have to kind of genuflect to the energy. This could be also maternal energy, like mama bear energy, protective energy. Time to heal, which we already talked about. We have snake energy, purging the toxins, scaring out the toxins, stamping out the toxins. This sense of trampling out the toxins, God coming in to protect you, somebody coming in to protect you from whatever poisons that you were dealing with, healing from that circumstance, maybe finally getting to a point where you can kick back, relax, and start to heal and allow the purges to happen. Allow it. I feel like it's stamping out some snakes in your life, but we'll get to that. And then we have claim your independence. Not too long from now, you're going to be looking back and thinking, I am so glad that is over. I am so glad I don't have to go through that crap again. This sense of, I'm really glad about how far I came and that I'm not obligated to whatever it is that was. And then we have give with gratitude and grace, a situation where you're putting your whole self in, or you have plenty to give and you have sort of a cornucopia of abundance. So let's get into the day-by-day, play-by-play, and the story of what this all means and how this all transpires. Aries energy, please. Let's see how this resolves. I'm going to get day 7. This may not be a day. It could be the steps. It could be how this all just unfolds this week. Okay. How this all unfolds this week. And where we end up at the end of the week. Maybe what resolution we do or do not get. We'll see. How do we start with day 1? Day 1, step 1. This is fear and restriction. This is obligation. Being held back by obligation or by something that seems like it made sense and it really fucking doesn't. This sense of being weighed down because you've taken too much responsibilities. The sense of red tape, the sense of rules, laws, regulations that are just holding you back, really, really burdening you. And then we have 6 of Cups, has something to do with your childhood home. It has to do with feeling maybe weighed down with obligations to the past, or that you owe somebody something, feeling like there's a lot of debt to be paid, or simply having to take care of circumstances from your home, from your past, from your childhood. Just a lot of fucking weight on your shoulders. Okay, so that's becoming obvious now That's becoming obvious on this day 1. Okay, what about day 2 or step 2? How is this unfolding? It could be even an obligation you put on yourself from years ago that's now becoming too burdensome. It's restricting you. It's not expanding. It's almost like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Whatever it is, holding on to the ideal of it is actually weighing you down, right? It's like you don't want it anymore, or it doesn't mean this. It could mean that you don't want it anymore. It doesn't mean the same thing. Then we have day 2. We have Knight of Wands, taking action or making a decision to go for something. And then we have Page of Cups, newness, a new energy, a new love, a new offer, a new act of kindness, a new generosity. This is usually, it's almost like you could be dealing with a lot of shit at home, from stress, from family, lots of red tape. And then this like new love comes into your life, or there's new opportunity, a new gentleness that comes into your life, right in the midst of all this crap and all this crunch, right? And we said partnership comes in to balance out the hardship. And that would happen on day 2, that there is some sort of transaction that, not transaction, but interaction that happens. Day 3 is all about facing your fears. That's the Strength card. It's all about getting your base or primal urges in check. It's not about denying them, it's about accepting them. And in doing so, really making yourself stronger. Something is strengthening on day 2. And then we have an offer of love. It goes from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So an actual offer, an actual certainty, an actual act of faith or show or expression of caring. And then we have King of Swords. That's also communication, a decision to talk about it, a decision to move forward with something, of figuring out how to move forward with something that you actually care about, finding the strength to show your heart, to wear your heart on your sleeve and make a decision with regards to the direction that you're moving in. What is this direction? I am curious for Aries. Five of Pentacles. So something to do with money, or worry about concern, maybe being able to rectify it, maybe being able to make an investment in it, maybe knowing something is worth the investment, or being able to tackle a difficult financial situation. So it's had something to do with that. What about day 4? We have the Taurus energy, which is stability, or finances stabilizing. It could be that there's, a certainty or assuredness about the future, or about a stability that will last. Sustainable stability, or marriage, even something that you make a commitment to, or you're ready to make a commitment to, or is ready to make a commitment to you, and it becomes tangible. It's not just hopeful or spiritual, or you're manifesting it. You actually be able to hold it or sign the paperwork for it. And it's kind of in response to these burdens that are sort of just weighing you down. It's almost like you found a way out of them, or found a solution to them, or inspiration to do something about it for the future. What about day 5? Day 5 for Aries. This is when Five of Pentacles comes front and center. A sense of, it's like you've taken your money and you've put it somewhere. You've decided to invest it somehow. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, something that you've worked very hard on, something that you know how to work, something that you know how to use, something that you know is valuable, something that you know how to, it's like whatever you've invested and taken all your time and all your money or gone into debt for, it's starting to pay off. And you're responding with prosperity. You're responding with contentment. You're actually, in other words, really happy that you made that decision to make that investment in something, because by this week there's this sense of, oh, I was so smart to do that. So it's day 5 that this energy of productivity and, oh, guess what? It really worked out for me finally comes through and is made tangible. You realize that something that kind of maybe even made you broke, or years of your life spent near poverty or financial instability, or not having something. It doesn't even have to be money. It could just be going without. So you could have gone without relationship, right? You could have gone without love. Whatever it is, this sense of your hard work is paying off, has paid off, and now you are experiencing the tangible results of the hard work that you started a while ago. This is beautiful. You know what's interesting? Scorpio got a similar energy, and they are also, that's their traditional ruler too, is Mars. So there's something to do with what's going on with Mars here. I believe Mars is in Cancer. So there's this energy of paying the piper, or childhood energy, or maybe the house you came from. It's suddenly like cashing it out, or somehow that paying off or paying you back, something that maybe you started in childhood, actions that you started when you were younger, could have even been when you were in your early adulthood. This sense of something is paying off. That's really interesting. What about day 6? We got to get to day 7 too, but what about day 6? There's an energy of wisdom or knowledge or certainty, knowing something, being sure of something. And this is it. This is confidence. It's almost like there's certainty in the future, or the time is right now, or divine timing where the future becomes the present. This energy of independence and spreading your passions around and announcing yourself to the world, or being seen and being enticing and getting people's attention, knowing what you stand for, knowing what you fight for, having confidence in your purpose, or your own sense of self-awareness of what's important to you, and knowing that you've got to start something now, because you've learned, if I start something now, it will pay off in the future. So that's all about that. If I start something now, it'll pay off in the future. I want to get a moon card, because we have this new moon in Virgo. We have your hard work is paying off, and balance spirituality with practicality. This is a full moon in Pisces, which we will be experiencing actually a couple weeks from now, or is that? Yeah, I think it's a full moon in Pisces because it's Virgo season. We'll be experiencing that, so your hard work will pay off by then, and the sense of you believed in it and now you've manifested it, and figuring out how to make practical use or see what you have been dreaming of or working on manifest into reality. What do you need to release? This was a while ago. You refused to let it go. You refused to let something go, whatever it was, and it was a good decision, is what it's saying. There was something about it emotionally that you couldn't let go. And ultimately, this is like actually starting to make sense. But what is balanced spirituality with practicality? The sense of finding, this is the balance that comes back in your life. With this hard work paying off, you can now not have to be so tense or push so hard with regards to faith, because now there's this sense of knowing how to make it work in the real world. Can you give me words that are clearer, God? Because I just want to, what is balanced spirituality with practicality? Can you just clarify? Knight of Swords, there's certainty and action, making a statement, understanding how to proceed. It's almost like now it's intellectualized. Now you know how to move forward. There's a certainty here with regards to what to do, because you always knew you would be able to do something, but now it's like you're actually able to communicate about it, do the paperwork for it, make a statement about it, or assert yourself with it. This is the time, the chance, this is your chance to actually get to do that, where it's not just concept anymore. Let's go over to the extended Aries. I cannot wait to continue. We're going to unveil day 7, and then we're going to read into this this oracle deck to see really why all this is happening now. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the extended. The link is down below in the description box. I've also pinned it to the top of the comment section, or you can just head on over to my Vimeo page and you can see the reading there. I'll see you guys then.